So you are in the institute or at home, sir?
I am in the institute, sir. We
Oh,
have some work, so
okay, okay.
I have to still work for one time.
Anyway, big beginning, no? So, so you may have to plan something for the entire week. You are in the institute or at home, sir? I am in-
Yes, I saw that. Thank you.
Big beginning, no? So, so you may have to plan something for the entire week.
Yes, I saw that. Thank you.
So, good evening, Dr. Atmanand.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir. So Professor Sriram is also there. Rajesh, we adjust for Rajesh to join. Hopefully,
Good evening.
So Professor Sriram is also there. Rajesh, we adjust for Rajesh to join. Hopefully.
Sir, do you have this echoing effect?
Yes, yes. Yeah, someone is.
No, no. Whatever we speak, after 1
Few
minute,
minutes.
it is coming back, right?
Yes,
I
I
don't know,
don't know from where.
suddenly. Yeah, so this is new.
No. Many mics are on. That's why.
Why is going it
Many
there? Huh?
mics are on.
Okay, so whatever we speak, after 1 minute, it
minutes.
is coming back, right?
Yes, I don't know from
Suddenly.
where.
Yeah, so this is new.
No. Many mics are on.
Why is going it there? Huh?
Okay.
All should mute the mic. That's the reason it's echoing from others' mics.
Yes, this is new.
No. Many mics are on. All should mute the mic. That's the reason it's echoing from others' mics. All should mute the mic. That's the reason.
Those not speaking can please mute.
Kandasamy, sir.
Mythili, நீங்களும் mute பண்ணுங்க. What you are speaking, we are not able to hear also. Those not speaking can please mute.
I already in mute only.
Kandasamy, sir.
Okay. Huh? Yeah, I think we can start now.
Okay.
Mythili, mute பண்ணுங்க. What you are speaking, we are not able to hear also. Those not speaking can please mute.
I already in mute only.
Kandasamy, sir.
Okay.
I
Yeah, I think we can start now.
okay, sir. Shall we start now?
Mute பண்ணுங்க. What you are speaking, we are not able to hear also.
I think it is coming from Dr. Tien.
Yeah, I think we can start now.
Okay, sir. Shall we start now? I think it is coming from Dr. Tien.
Yes, you are right.
Dr. Tien? Okay, sir. Shall we
Yeah.
start now?
Yeah.
Could you please mute your mic for a minute? Yeah, I think now we are not getting the echo. Yes. Yeah, Mohan sir, shall we start?
Mr. Mohan, you are muted.
Yeah, I think he must be having one more login next to him.
Yeah, that's
That must
that's
be
why I
the.
think it is from his PC. Okay,
Yeah.
shall we start, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So, okay, there are about 60%. So, very good evening, one and all. So, I welcome you all to the webinar organized by IEEE OES Madras section, IEEE Computer Science Society session, that is of Madras, as well as CSI of Chennai. So firstly, I see there are a lot of registration from the students. Maybe they may be watching through the YouTube stream. So I take this opportunity to inform the students particularly to become a member of IEEE society so that they can leverage the lot of various opportunities available like scholarship and competition and webinar like this so that you can try to know about what is actually going in this field with a lot of exposures which we can able to take. So with this, I would like to thank Dr. Tran for accepting to deliver the talk on one of the emerging areas, which is AI and edge computing, particularly in the ocean engineering. And due to climate change, there are a lot of things which we can able to use the idea of AI as well as edge computing. So I would like to thank on behalf of all the society to Dr. Tien for accepting our invitation first. Uh, and I would like to thank Dr. Mohan, sir, for who is pushing us to organize all these events as well as for all of his efforts on conducting this particular event on behalf of IEEE Madras section. Now I request Dr. Mohan to introduce about the speaker, and then we can start it. Thank you.
Yeah. Good evening, Professor Sriram and Dr. Tran. So, welcome to everyone who have joined this webinar through the Google Meet as well as watching the YouTube streaming. Dr. Tran was, I got the acquaintance of Dr. Tran through a webinar which was organized by CSI Calcutta chapter. After that, we got connected through LinkedIn, and I came to know his interest in both computing as well as marine and ocean engineering. So we thought we'll leverage his expertise and requested him whether he could give a talk combining both the subjects, computer science as well as the marine and ocean engineering. He had readily accepted, and that's why we could able to organize this today's talk on role of AI and edge computing in sustainable ocean health. So let me have the pleasure of introducing Dr. Tran. Dr. Tran is an IEEE member as well as IMAR-EST member. He is a research fellow at Seoul National University in South Korea and also an assistant professor at the Department of Marine Engineering, Vietnam Maritime University, Ipoong City at Vietnam. He is an honorary professor at School of Computing Science and Engineering, Galkotia University in India, as well as a honorary adjunct professor at School of Computer Science and Engineering, Lovely Professional University in India. Dr. Tran has received his BA, that is Bachelor in Engineering and MSc from Vietnam Maritime University in the year 2011 and 2014 respectively. And he received his PhD in Wuhan University of Technology, Wuhan, China in 2018. Dr. Tran is an editor and guest editor for the reputed journals indexed in science and engineering such as Environment, Development and Sustainability, IET Intelligent Transport System, International Journal of Distributed Sensor Networks, Sustainable Computing, Informatics and Systems, International Journal of Renewable Energy and Technology, International Journal of Energy Optimization and Engineering, IEEE Internet of Things Magazine, and Mathematics. In 2015, Dr. Tran had been awarded the Chinese government scholarship for the full funding of his PhD program in China. In 2019, he had been awarded the Neptune Prize for the outstanding researchers by Vietnam Maritime University. In 2022, he was one of the 5 outstanding scientists in Vietnam to be nominated for the Top Kyong View Prize by the National Foundation of Science and Technology Development. Additionally, Dr. Tran had been selected and awarded the full scholarship for the postdoctoral fellowship program at National Research Foundation for foreign researchers by the government of South Korea. So we are very happy to welcome Dr. Tran to enlighten us on the role of IoT as well as edge computing in the monitoring sustainable ocean health. Over to Dr. Tran, please.
Thank you, Sir Haman, and thank you all for the professor and the member from the IEEE Ocean Enduring Society and the IEEE Computer Society to organize and to invite me to present this topic, role of AI and edge computing in the sustainable ocean health. I'm very happy to now to present in my research topic and to for this project. And thank you, Sir Homan, for to present and give me introduce myself about that and for academic work. And also I'm very happy to share my some research result from this topic here. So now I will start my presentation by sharing my PPT. Okay.
Yes, sir. Please go on.
Yeah. Can you see my PPT? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Can you make it in the presentation mode? Now it is in edit mode.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
No, still in edit mode.
You have to share the full screen. You just share the entire desktop and then you put in presentation.
Only in PowerPoint you have to show.
Yeah.
Show
Okay.
mode, right?
Yeah. Okay.
No, not okay. So you have to go to the show PowerPoint, right? Otherwise, at the bottom, you can see the slides.
Slideshow. F5 you can.
Otherwise, F5.
No, Tran, actually in Google Meet, you have to share your entire screen. Then only we can able to see your full screen. I mean,
No, entire screen only we can view his this thing. This PPT he has to make it full screen. Since he already in entire screen only we are seeing this.
Yeah. And so I just to give me some my body of this webinar, and also that the first thing interesting as my myself. The second is the main body, and the third conclusion and recommendation. The first one is interesting by myself. I'm Dr. Tien. My email, and if you have any question and something relating on this project, you can send to me by email if you don't have time to because that's a limited time for the international webinar. So that I also get more some question to after the presentation. My education in gas bachelor engineering and the master of science in the Vietnam Maritime University in Vietnam, and I got doctor degree in the Wuhan University of Technology in China. Now I postdoc researcher at the College of Engineering Department of Naval Architect and Ocean Engineering in Seoul National University, NNU, Seoul City, South Korea. I'm editor some the journal and sustainable computing, informatics, and system environment development and sustainability. So it's the main body. The main body of research when we have some detail about that. I just want to talk about that topics, the object of the study, the ocean health monitoring and the ocean engineering. As you can see in the now in our plan has to cover in the more by water by the sea, and also could
Dr.
now
Tran,
yeah.
can I disturb you? In the top, right in the top of your PowerPoint, there is a term called slideshow. No, don't close it. Don't close it. Open it up. Open the PowerPoint. Open the PowerPoint.
Yeah.
And the top of the PowerPoint, there is a slideshow option.
Yeah. Yeah.
Open up. Open up. The top. Yeah. Slideshow.
Slideshow.
Yeah, that is it. So just click on it. Yeah. Next.
Let's
Yeah. Next. Another. Yeah. Slideshow. Another.
Slideshow.
After applications.
After
Go
application.
to the slideshow. Yeah. After application slideshow. Slideshow.
6 to 1.
The top. Yeah, that's it. So from beginning, you just say from beginning or from current slide. Second one, second option.
Second option. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you.
Yeah,
right.
that is it. That's it. That's it.
Thank you so much.
Click on it.
Yeah.
It's not
And,
coming.
Tran, can I say something? Could you please
Yes, sir.
unshare and share your entire window? Then only Google will accept it.
unshare.
Yeah, unshare. I mean, you just unshare
Was it?
and then share your entire screen. When you click share, you will say the entire desktop. There will be two options: entire desktop or PowerPoint. Could you please share your entire desktop?
Okay. Into desktop.
So you are using Mac.
Yeah. You okay?
So you go to entire screen. There will be a Chrome tab window as well as entire screen. Could you please go to the entire screen? Now, okay. Now, if you press F5, it should come. But
Okay. Okay. Now we start. Okay. And thank you so much for the support me to for the technical presentation, and also I continue to my my topics. How about to understand about the ocean health monitoring and ocean engineering? As you know, that's in our plan have been covered in the ocean by almost from the water around seas, and also we, as you know, that the environment has effects from the pollution and many things relating on the manufacture development from the humankind activity, and also climate change and global warming potential, and the some the negative impacts for the human. So rented from the ocean. And in this topic here, I want to interact about that the third one. The first one is the ocean environment. Yeah. The second is the maritime transportation activities. And the third, autonomous underwater vehicle. And the fourth, the remote control and wireless communication. So is the real topic here to combine the multidisciplines, the ocean enduring environment science, computer science, and the control system theories, and the wireless communication system. And it's a big topic to when we have to combine the four discipline about that, the ocean engineering and environmental science and the computer science and the wireless communication system. So how about that is the ocean environment? As you can see, the shipping transportation has when we mix the pollution from the shipping transportation, like the ship accident, when the collision, when the sinking from the groundings, and for anything from the, because that's in the ocean will be the dross environment and the high environment when you see from the country to another country in the world, from because that shipping transportation will be have to moving the a lot of the cargo and from the Asia country to the Europe country, America, Australia, also will be to emit the pollution from the shipping transportation activity. Now, as you can see, the accident from the when ship sailing on the ocean, and the second in the environmental pollution from the plastic garbage from the human activity and the ocean and anything else anything on the human like activities, yeah, and manufacture development from the other industrials from developed economics. Also, the second thing that I want to say is the maritime transportation activity. What is the maritime transportation activity? The maritime transportation activity will be have the ships moving on the ocean to by combine to from that, because some research design now have to utilize the computer science like into the ocean engineering and namely intelligent transportation system, because that will be to apply the optimization algorithm, like the partial swarm optimization or one optimization algorithm and genetic algorithms to solve the problem relating on the ocean. So that's when we have to combine between the not only the social science and the earth science, which will be in the computer science, like the fundamental mathematics, like optimization algorithm. So that's the reason to make the intelligent transportation system from the maritime transportation activity when we have the good knowledge and the big big detail about that and the interdisciplinary about that in the ocean engineering and mathematics. As you know, that's mathematics will become with the fundamental of the computer science. So the third one relating on the autonomous underwater vehicle. How about the definition of the autonomous underwater vehicle? As you can see in the ocean environment, when we have money is more the activity, more activity like this, because this human is the underwater vehicle, and the underwater vehicle nice is to for the experience, as you can see in the submarine. In submarine will be had to is for the military, as you can see that the nice Pacific Ocean in China had to or Singapore country like to submit in the submarine on the ocean. So that's to give you some of the activity in the ocean and to lose human to control. So that's autonomous underwater vehicle will be low human and to control by the intelligence control system or the wireless communication. So that's to develop have to moving the autonomous underwater vehicle will be moving under the underwater and the for the human to underwater to explore the ocean when the from the fish or finding fish and for the deep play and the explore some the subjects and objects in the underwater. So that's no very working in the harsh environment very difficult to control and to monitoring is something like that. So the autonomous underwater vehicle is the topics just relating on the sustainable ocean monitoring and the protection from the activities. Yeah. And then fourth, the last one, I just want to give you some knowledge about that the remote control and wireless communications. In general, that's the development, the tenor communication and wireless to explore the IoT, Internet of Things. The development of the wireless communication and the system have to collect and to develop from the Ethernet, the fifth generation and the sixth generation by using the cloud server and the IoT and the depending on the industrial revolution for nowadays. And so to using the satellite, the wiring in the wireless communication system to collect the ships as the objects of the underwater, and to using the nodes or the sensor under the water to combine and to collect together by the wireless communication. It makes some the research about that in the how to collect efficiently with the objects, the remote objects on underwater, because that's, as you know, the ocean work has environment, so that's very difficult to collect by the wireless. Especially to study the efficiency about that is to collect the satellite with the under remote and objects will be collected by the internet. The either reason developed from the 5G or 6G now. 5G or 6G. EOT depending on the 5G fifth generation or 6G Atlas now. So that's is the reason to combine with the communication and remote objects. Have to research about that to combine the system control theory and the wireless communication. So that's the third topic. So that is not easy because that's in the multidiscipline to solve this problem about that relating of the ocean, sustainable ocean environment. So now I just want to say about that the some research results to have published research paper published on the sustainable computing informatics and system Elsevier SCI Q1 journal. Yeah. And the first one is the topic has successful need to the obsess and to give some the under review and some the topics relating on the sustainable ocean environment. For example, is the topic from the others groups come from the India and Australia and Chennai had to research about the current and future horizons of optics and photovoltaics in the environmental sustainabilities. As you can see, they refer about that in the the detail. You can search and you can access the journal and to search the topic about that to read the detail. But in the international webinar, so and limited time, I just to interact about the research results. When you have research, we have to using the objects, the object study, the method of horizon of optics and photovoltaics in the theories to solve the problem about that the environmental sustainability, to make the environmental sustainability by the theory, the optics and the photovoltaics. So that's when be the theory, the theories when we have to make the environmental sustainable in the underwater vehicle technology, biology underwater technology, to have to collect some the objects, the objects of the underwater vehicle by the theory of that to make the sustainable environment. Yeah. And the second is that to want to share the another topics, the deep learning. It's how come from the computer science, as you're very familiar with the deep learning. Yeah, the deep learning is the techniques from developed from the machine learning. So that's the deep learning techniques will be used for the detection of detect the objects by the satellite imagery. And so detail about that the topic you can access the journal Sustainable Computing Informatics and System to search the paper about that to read more about the detailed results of the other groups from India. So when we have to the use the deep learning for to detect the underwater vehicle objects by using the satellite images. So that's the deep learning varies the influence for to from the computer science, right? And also to apply from the ocean engineering to detect as a object study underwater by on the using the image combined to collect from the device underwater environment. So that's they will be to make the make the sustainable environment. As you can see, they have some propose some the networks enable super resolution generally advanced networks to improve the quality of the image. Quality of image it mean to detect the objects underwater vehicle. Yeah, by using the image, and then to using the deep learning to predict the object underwater vehicle. So that's is the very the new knowledge, new theories, new technology for apply from the sustainable environment beyond the deep learning. For deep learning, as you know, is from the computer science. Yeah, and make some the average and the performance of deep learning will be better with the mean average precision where is nearly nearly one it means 100%. So that is very the state of the field about that deep learning. So the third research is that Uniting on the development items in the computer science. It's a little reason I how tells you about that is the using the optimization items from the computer science to solve the problem about that to underwater vehicle. For example, in this research here, using the novel hybrid neuron worm optimization, we detail a data boost register model to forecast in the underwater vehicle. As you can see, using they developed the model from the level hybrid neuron worm optimization and to Paris also to input feature and give it some the computer science to predict the object of study in the ocean environment. So that's the author from the India and the Iceland from the Iceland to do some research about that. If the detail about that, they have to research more and deeper about that, the machine learning and deep learning and hybrid algorithms to build the forecast system in the underwater vehicles. So that's so this topic here. So in the new idea for everyone to, if you interact to research about that, the underwater vehicle and the ocean environments. And from now from another research of about us relating and you can see the detail of the research is using the Fujinosis correlation is fully system using to apply for underwater communication system. And as you can see, the Fujinosis is the theory of the Fujinosis says by the Rades in 1962, right? And also they developed from the Fuji theories to combine and to develop from research and to apply from the underwater communication system. And with the data include groups from the author come from the Saudi Arabia and the Ethiopia and the India. As you can see, it will be the research will be the detail. You can access the paper from the journal and to read and to detail more about that. This method very helpful for everyone to know that the theory, Fuji theory can solve the problem about that the underwater communication system for the solar type by combining the wireless communication system to detect the underwater environment. So that's very the novelty theory about that from research to apply the Fuji theories and the computer science to detect the objects underwater. So that's very useful. Yeah. So it's a detail about that. These topics you can find more about paper to publish the sustainable computing, informatics and system, and read more detail about that research design from the authors. And the next once I just want to give some the conclusion and the recommendations. First one, artificial intelligence (AI) technology is a big opportunity to monitor and control the ocean environment before the negative impact from the manufacturing activity or the shipping transportation activity from the development from the economics from other industrial to make some the environment pollution or ocean pollution by the manufacture development activities. As the second, the research from the computer science and the develop the wireless communication to combine and to have the ocean environment to prevent from the pollution from the make the sustainable development the ocean by using the computer science. So that's the project here is a new project because when we have to combine the money is more knowledge about that to develop and to make some the sustainable environment, and not only about that when we have to show the ocean environment to supply and from the researcher because money is the as you can see to manage the multidisciplinary knowledge, not only the ocean engineering, marine engineering, computer science, environment science, wildlife communication, networks, IoT, and fuzzy theory, and the mathematics will be to solve the problem about that in the physics and the chemistry related on the ocean environment. So that to protect the make the sustainable environment. So that's this topic is very big to help the combine and to international collaboration with the Asian country, not only Asian country but also the Europe country for Europe country America to solve the problem to protect from the ocean environment beyond the computer science. And just I want to share in the recommendation. For my research, is a big momentum on research topics to utilize the computer science and the ocean engineering. Because that's in the this one is the first project, the first the new project now from the researcher in the world, because that's they have to utilize the computer science to help the ocean engineering and the marine engineering to save the ocean environment, to public the research result, because that will be development and the successful the Panko is still the topic in the ocean environment. So that's we had to open the new project relating on the Springer nature, the artificial intelligence and edge computing in the sustainable ocean health approved by the Springer nature will be published the 2024. I recommend the next project. Yeah, the developed from this project and the successful from the research results published the sustainable computing informatics and system. We have opened the project relating on the Springer books will be to collect research results from around the world with to combine with the professor from the Kolkata, India, and then to develop the ocean environment to this topic here. I also develop to collect some the international collaboration with other worlds, not only the Asian country but also in the Edo country, to solve the problem about that, how to using the computer science into the ocean environment to make the sustainable development now, because that, as you know, the climate change and global warming potential makes the human dangerous, whereas the dangerous positive negative impacts from the environmental pollution. So that's we win to combine and to make more using the computer science, the strong tool to make the ocean environment better. And you, if you have the cooperation and research topic and research results, you have to submit and to contribute in the next project. Next project in will be published the Springer. Published in Springer. And some detail about that, the sustainable goal on ocean health, and the submission email. If you have the research result, you can submit the research result into the um, address here. The address to submit in the contribution to will be published in the speaker books. Yeah. Thank you so much for attention, and very happy to share my project for the sustainable ocean environment in the beyond the computer science. Thank you so much, IEEE Ocean Next Society, Enduring Society, and the IEEE Computer Society. Yeah, thank you so much.
Dr. Komati, can you
Yeah,
please
ma'am.
wait
Yeah, ma'am. Shall I? Yeah. So I will just post the questions to Dr. Tien regarding the topic. Shall I, sir?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. The first question is, oceans are incredibly complex and interconnected ecosystems. AI models might oversimplify certain aspects or fail to capture the intricate relationship within these ecosystems, leading to incomplete or inaccurate insights. Relying solely on AI for decision-making in ocean health management could lead to a lack of human oversight and accountability. Human experts possess valuable domain knowledge and ethical consideration that AI might not fully capture. What is your idea about this, or what is your opinion about this?
Yeah,
It's from a student called Vasanta Raj.
Thank you so much for the question. So now I just to answer some the question from the audience about that.
Okay.
Yeah. As you know, in the student refer about that the complexity of the ecosystem, the ocean and the incredible complex and the interconnected system. AI model will be oversimplifying certain but fail to capture something like that relating on that, and the lack of the theory AI for this is making in the ocean environment. The human and the according to the human experts for domain knowledge and ethical consideration, the AI not the fullness. Thank you so much for the question about that. As you know, actually AI is a part of the pathway of the life. You know, to allow the AI development from the starting industrial revolution for example, recently in the University of Cambridge, Oxford or Cambridge in the UK, how to using the AI to teach the student. So that's in the development for AI. But also we actually is this topic here is a new topic because using the AI for help the make the ocean environment and make the sustainable development from the ocean engineering. So that's it. Because it's a topic with the new topics. Because need to more some about that research results to apply for the ocean environment. Because that's if don't want to do if you don't have the research, I mean you can't stop from the by the human activity. Not using the research from the computer science, neither maturing and the artificial intelligence, because that's money is more complicated work the human cannot to do. Why? Because that is a human. So because the development of the computer science, industrial revolution for and develop from the science and technology. Why not using the artificial intelligence to help the human? Beyond the researcher need to develop and to research results about that, how to AI to make the sustainable of ocean environment. Yeah.
Thank you, Dr. Tien. The second question is about, could you please give a difference between fog and edge computing?
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Theoretically, maybe. Theoretically, might be.
That is basically about that the computer science, the force and the edge computing. Where I have researched some about that because some professor is has the experts about the edge computing and the force computing because it will be to develop from the theory because I am researching about that edge computing and the force computing because will be developed from the algorithms, basically beyond the algorithm. So that's and now I have combined with some professor in India to imagine my theory about that computer science. The first and edge computing will be have the device, the data science will be have to research the edge or force, and also will be to some the theory, basic theory about that computer science. So that's you can search. Now I just to answer some the related topics, and also you can read more some the knowledge about that the theory relating on the edge and force computing.
Yes.
I think so.
Yeah. Yes, doctor. So just I will, because the students, many of them ask the same questions. So I just brief whatever Dr. Tien is talking about. Edge computing is the one which, gives a high speed in, response. That means the computing or the networking connected to the devices would be able to do the processing at the devices itself. Okay, so the processing happens at the devices, so that it goes to the immediate server, edge computing server, and the response, collective response, whatever your deductive or direction you want, or whatever the questions you have posted, it will be immediately be able to give you that. So that is a faster response is meant through the edge computing, whereas fog computing is with a lot of storage. A lot of processing happens, like filtering, sorting, etc. So that happens at the local server. Okay, and then it goes to the third level. First level is edge computing, second level is fog, and third level is cloud. So finally it goes to the cloud. That's how it has been arranged. The terms are newly formed, but the basic processing is whatever we do earlier. So basically edge computing is IoT, and processing happens at the moment for speedy response, real-time applications. Fog computing can collect and keep it for in the local storage, collect for a while, and then take you the summary results. And the cloud, you know that a lot of historical data have been stored there for future references. That is it. Very simple. Okay. So the next question, I think the students will be able to understand. Okay. The next question is again from a student, Karishma Satish Kumar. How do you think that the ocean health will be affected in the next 25 years if no conservative measures are taken in the near future?
Yeah, thank you for the question. The ocean environment will be actually the impacts now, not the 4 or 5 years in the future, because that's ocean environment. Now the human effect from the ocean environment. By the I have to say about that why it's a reason the climate change. Now, for example, in summer, it's hotter as usual, right? Or flooding from the ocean, floodings from the wood fire and the wood fire in the last year, Australia, right? So what is happen? Because is the climate change. And the climate change, because that's why? Because that's the ice melt. So when we increase the hot temperature the Earth temperature surface. So that's the ocean environment impacts now, not only in the not only in the future. Now will be impact for the human by the what, by the human activities. So that
Thank
is
you.
the reason now we
Yeah.
will have to consider and develop to make a sustainable ocean environment to prevent from the negative impact from the human activity and the manufacture development from other in the industries in the world, right?
Thank you, sir. So the next question goes to, I mean, what is the recent work in underwater environment using acoustic underwater acoustic sensor? So what's going on in underwater acoustic sensor networks? The recent developments.
Yeah, thank you for that question about that. The question relating on the sensor. To let's first we mean as you can see the development the is I tell you before it's this topic here the multidisciplinary theories, the one communication system and the IoT, and the nodes will be here to bring the energy, and so that's to develop from the one communication, and then to make some the strong correlation by on the develop and research the internet, the fifth generation or sixth generation. So that's the reason to develop and to research thinking more about that the one communication system.
Thank you. So the next question goes like this: can we prevent, or I suppose predict the extinction of rarely found shark and whales, such as blue whales, by using AI? Can we predict and prevent?
Yeah, sure. Because that's some research we done have so that to publish they have using the AIs and to predict the sustainable underwater environment. So that you can research about that to model some the algorithm to predict the ocean environment. Yeah.
Thank you. What could be the best possibility for a ML, machine learning learner, so that he or she can implement in artificial intelligence worlds? Because nowadays both are related by technology, and technology can change the perspective.
Yeah. Sure. Because that's now the development is the other reason I tell you about that. You need to develop the computer science to from the maturing and the IoT, so to help make the sustainable ocean environment.
Yeah. Okay. The next question is, how can we save rare species of the ocean? And do you have any plan for preserving their DNA for the future generation too? That's
Yeah.
a too deep question.
Yeah. And also the sustainable ocean environment actually will be to now to researcher have right to develop and to make more some the optimization model IEM to make the sustainable ocean environment, not only in the Paris but also in actually in fact in fact from the apply from the research design to the ocean environment. Yeah.
The question goes, what are the activities that is adversely affecting the ocean health? The very basic question that you have answered many, during the presentation itself. Anyway, you can summarize.
Yeah.
What are the basic activities that will deteriorate the health of the ocean?
Yeah.
So, latest technologies in AI. Can you just...
It's a development, yeah, it's a development of AI. So that's in AI process now. to apply the AI from the sustainable ocean environment. So that need to more some research design about that because now the AI is developing.
Okay. And what about in South Korea, especially? What recent developments in AI?
Yeah.
South Korea.
Yes, Sakura.
Maybe you can specify some applications of AI in ocean health itself.
Yeah, for example, I study in South Korea, so they develop the AI to for the living from the living activity, it mean just to human decoration, and also that uh, the as you know is the transportation system. No police, no police to stand in the on the streets by using the CCTV. So that's this CCTV can to design and to recognize the human or crime if you have a problem from the living for the human living or transportation. So don't need to police. So that is the AI using the image precision recognition to realize the human very quickly. Yeah, it's a simple question.
Yeah,
Simple answer. Simple
yeah.
example.
Okay. So one of the questions posted in the chat box: what are the major criteria for paper acceptance in Sustainable Computing Journal? So
Yeah. Now the acceptance paper now good now is the five paper published as a sustainable computing ocean error system and informatics. Yeah. Now is the successful for this topic to publish the SCI journal.
okay, thank you, Dr. Tien. So that's all the questions for the today's session. So they will be able to post any other question to your mailbox. Okay. So thank you so much. Back to Dr. Killer.
Thank you.
Thanks, Dr. Gomati,
Yes,
for the consolidation of the question. It's a formal vote of thanks from Mrs. Mythili Prakash from CSA Chennai, chapter chairman. It's a very wonderful session. Thank you so much, sir, that the research trend of AA on the ocean health monitoring is quite very good, interesting to know more about underwater communication. It's really excellent topic. You have presented in the best manner. We can see that chat box feedback, somebody very much appreciated. Thank you so much for your valuable time during the dinner time. Thanks a lot. I also thanks the participants for your interaction and showing your interest and updating your knowledge on this excellent topic. Hope these researchers will definitely get benefit of this useful session. And also thanks to the participating society, IEEE OES and CS and as usual ACM for your ongoing participation. My special thanks as usual to Mr. Mohan sir to giving us that kind of excellent presenter speakers and with useful topics. Thanks a lot, sir. Thanks everyone. Thank you again, Mr. T.
Yeah, I thank you so much. I received from the one question from the chat box. Just one to the PPT. So now I just want to share my PPT on the chat box or even yeah.
Thank you, Tran.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much for your presentation.
He's sharing his presentation on the chat box, sir.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I share my chat box because that has the audience want to PPT.
No, is that a link? Or you can share
Link?
the link. Yeah, you can share the link to your PPT. Not the PPT itself, the file. I don't think you can
Yeah,
share it.
PPT will not be able to share in the chat box.
Ah,
You
only
can
the-
give the link.
Only the link.
Link. Oh.
Otherwise, what you can do is you can send it to us and we will share the
You
PDF.
just mail us. You send it by mail to us. We will
WhatsApp
share with
also.
the participants.
Uh,
We will upload in the drive and share the link with the participants.
the link.
No, you can send it to us by email or WhatsApp, which we will be sharing with the participants.
Okay. Later, I will share my
Yeah.
PPT on the chat box. The message WhatsApp. You
WhatsApp.
can help me to share the audience. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you very much. for
Thank
spending
you.
your,
Thank you very much.
late evening hours with us.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
Dr. Tien, for
Thank
your
you so much.
wonderful
Yeah.
presentation. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Sharma, you
Sriram.
can stop record. And
Thank you. Thank
Thank
you all for the presentation to listen
Yeah,
to me.
yeah.
Yeah. Thank
Thank
you so much.